Greetings, my healers, this is Nick Kentel, and welcome back to Pokemon Academy Life Forever. So it's Thursday morning, and here we are with Leaf and Blue. Damn car outside, sorry. But did you see her? Yes, Blue, I saw her. I saw her the last 3 times you asked as well. She was on fire. It was like something out of one of Diantha's movies. Who the hell taught her to dance? I figured she learned it from trying to avoid stepping on your landmines all the time. Man, I don't even care what you say. She was the best damn coordinator last night. Yeah, hi. Also here. I was also there last night. What, you want a medal? Yellow carried you. You looked stupid as hell, standing there like a lump in that ratty old vest. Why does every tiny bit of positivity you show have to come at my expense? Whatever, you'll deal with it, and pull some bullshit that makes you leap ahead later, like always. Okay, I know Blue still has some character development to do, and it's going to take a while before he starts paying attention to Red in a positive way, and it's killing me! But, they're not friends yet, but they're taking baby steps to get there. They're going to have to reconcile eventually. And Blue has got to be dateable because, Freud on Discord pretty much confirmed who is straight, so Yellow is definitely one. And Rosa is also straight, Nate is confirmed to be gay, and when someone on the server, on the Pelf server asked if what Blue's sexuality is, Freud decided to keep it a secret and said that it's not nice to out anyone. So, think about this. Straight people do not need to be outed, but queer people are pretty much staying in the closet if they chose to, or if they choose not to. I'm pretty much still in the closet with my mom. Well, depending on when I upload this, or whenever I come out to her. So, yeah. So, if Blue is not supposed to be outed by Freud, then that means he is not straight. Not straight, do you get it? So, if that's the case, then he is definitely going to be dateable. Plus, he's a main character. Okay, and if he's a dateable character, then he'll eventually become friends with Red again in the storyline. Baby steps. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Something up? I'm just thinking what Blue said about your vest. It's not actually ratty. He calls it that because Lightning's fur gets on it, and Lightning's a mouse, so, you know, it's a bit of a pun, but... Skippy? Shush, I'm going into my mind palace. Mind funhouse, more like. And to be honest, this doesn't look like flirting to me between Red and Leaf. They act more like siblings. You know, siblings act like this as well. Just fun banter. Ellipses! Pretty sure it's Eureka. Yeah, I thought I'd start doing that with you, that thing you do, where you pretend you get simple phrases wrong. Ah, right. Pretend. Anyway, I figured it out. I'm a genius, and other things you already know. Standing by to deliver praise, ma'am. I need to go shopping to pick up an outfit for Clara's party on Saturday. Why don't we all go to Inspira Friday evening to pick out coordinator outfits for you and Yellow? There's a problem with that plan, Generalissimo. I'm pretty sure that's Italian. What? My flawless stratagem has a flaw? Say it ain't so. We've got something Friday evening. Remember that little battle team meeting thing we do sometimes? Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot that. Well, shoot. I guess I'll just have to pick something up by myself. Maybe Saturday morning. What? What's that face for? It holds a bunch of my organs in place, but the main thing is, well, is there any real reason to push this back? I guess not. Why don't we just do it this evening then? Yeah, that would work. I swear I'm getting better at carping my DMs. I just need a bit more practice. It's alright, I'm here for you until you figure it out. Which, you know, you keep putting it off. Might be a while. Yell at me later, Dormy. Sam's here. And wipe that blush off your face, Leaf. Okay, now that homeroom is done, let's go to Ghost class. Still getting those coordinator knowledge points up. You chose Ghost? Yes, go to Ghost class. Alright, time for Ghost class. Gotta buckle down for this one. Bienvenue, ma chérie. Today we discuss a ghost Pokemon plus unique. God damn those cars outside, my god! Perhaps some of you do not know it as a ghost. This Pokemon we call Rotom. It is a poltergeist or Tsukogami, a ghost of that which never lived. Many Pokemon are like this, Hornage and Sinistea par example, imprints of mortal souls clinging to objects they treasured. But only Rotom flits from vessel to vessel, changing its type as it goes. Van, Freezer, Lawnmower all make fine homes for Rotom, giving it each a different type, but always it is part electric. And always at heart it is a ghost. Fantina suggests thrifting used appliances because Rotom void most warranties. Yeah, Rotom's pretty useful, isn't it? Even though it's overused. I mean, overrated nowadays. Okay, now that class is done, let's move on to gym class with Bruno and Professor Rowan. Seriously, I miss Alder. Damn, gas in my throat, sorry. That's better. Heads up, Red. Rowan was really quiet in morning homeroom. He even gave me a compliment. Is that a bad thing? Normally, it means someone's about to die. Oh boy. Noted. I'll prepare my last will and testament. I don't think you need to do that. It probably won't be you. Ahem! My time with this class is coming to a close. I've seen improvement, and I have seen some measure of disappointment too. However, within this class there is no one that I would write off. I posit that you all have the potential to be Pokemon champions, though perhaps not at Champion Cynthia's caliber. There you go with Cynthia again. There is one person, and one person only, who could bring you to do that level. Is it us? We just need to believe in ourselves? That is absolutely ridiculous. Do not speak again. You know, I really can't stand the exaggerated anime expressions. That's one of the reasons why I don't care about the main anime, or anime in general. And, you know, Pokemon Origins didn't do shit like this, so that's also one of the reasons why Pokemon Origins is the only Pokemon anime I like. Fuck that. Come on, Rowan, her father just died a couple weeks ago. Have some sympathy. The only one who can get to Champion Cynthia's level is Champion Cynthia herself. Naturally, she does not teach at Kobukan. My attempts to convince her to do so have been for naught, but I can understand wanting to retain one's full-time championship for as long as possible. I was no different. So, how can you attain Champion Cynthia's guidance without her suddenly, if not uncharacteristically, deciding to change careers? It is through me. And I do mean through me. Today I will be examining each of you carefully. Very carefully, even red and blue, of course. I will examine the speed at which you make decisions in battle, I will examine the effectiveness of your moves, and I will examine the strength of the Pokemon you brought into the match. The students who stand out to me will gain the chance to battle me. What? But sir, you're a champion... Do not call me sir, and do not call me champion, blast it! I'm Rowan. I haven't defended a Hall of Fame in many decades. I will be battling as an old man whose prime has long since passed, and if you cannot beat me, then I question what you're getting out of this school. I will make clear my expectations. Defeat me, and I will call Champion Cynthia, and recommend that you be hired for a position in the Sinnoh League immediately upon your graduation. I believe Byron is seeking a successor. Perhaps it could be you? Naturally, this reward comes with risk. Fail to defeat me, and I will write a strongly worded letter to your homeroom professor, and you will be mentioned in less than pleasant terms in my report for Alder's return. Jesus Christ, this guy is uptight. Eesh, he's so far up the totem pole he can even chew out the other homeroom professors, huh? Now, enough of this yammering. We must continually inflict upon ourselves. Show your strength to me. Prove you can stand in the same league as Champion Cynthia. Bruno, the partners, if you will. I miss Alder. Me too, Bruno, me too. Okay, it's Flannery, so... I'm going to put... these three together. Howlite, Larimar, and Savage, these three. Hey. Hey, sorry, zoned out for a moment. Did Bruno pair us? Yeah. Are we battling or what? Yeah, sure. Sorry, are you feeling alright? Same as always, just tired. Up too late riding. Nothing new here. Nothing new there. Lunch is after this battle. Maybe we can get you some midday coffee? Don't let anyone in the nurse course hear that. They'd chew my ears off. Ugh. Anyway, let's battle. I might just fall asleep on my feet at this rate. Okay, let's battle, why don't we? And we're playing the Hoenn music this time. Onyx is floating with an air balloon. Okay, I'm not going to Mega Evolve. I'm just going to use Night Slash on Numel, Water Pulse on Onyx, and Focus Energy for Savage. Okay, Numel is down. Good job, Howlite. Okay. Okay, Onyx is confused. Good boy, Larimar. Oh, and he's down. Wow. Excuse me. Okay, Flannery has 4 Pokemon left, and Magby's here. A baby Pokemon. Uh-oh, Darumaka used Dig. Okay, so, AB slash... let's see. Try Body Slam and use Crunch on Charcadet. Oh my god, why? Okay, Magby's down. That's good. That's 3 Pokemon left, and she has a Quilava, of course, just like Ethan. Oh, man. Alright, so... Night Slash Quilava, Water Pulse on Darumaka, and Crunch on Charcadet. Okay, 2 were left. At least none of them fainted, especially, Savage. Okay, and Charcadet is left. Oh, Savage is burned. Ouch. But use... Oh, boy. Try and Shroud. Slow Freeze, maybe. And Crunch. Come on. You got this. Okay, almost there. She's almost down. Alright, Charcadet is frozen. Which doesn't make sense because her flames should be burning the ice. Alright, Night Slash. Just use any move. Water Pulse. And Crunch. Okay, Howlite went first because he's the fastest. Good job, team. We beat Flannery. Good one. Well done, Challenger. For your victory, you've earned the... Oops, force of habit. Yeah, she was pretty much a gym leader. Yeah, she's a gym leader in the canon games. Good battle, Flannery. Where'd you get those air balloons, though? Co-worker back in Hoenn. Well, co-worker. He's more like an uncle. Watson. He was in the Air Force. Apparently in the military. They hand them out like candy. I wouldn't mind a couple of my own. You'd probably appreciate one when you're not using a Foreverall, right, Lightning? Right. Okay, what did Professor Rowan think now? Have you decided who you will battle? I am still ruminating. I do intend dire consequences for any student who fails to defeat me. This is not a burden I would place on a student lightly. Ideally, there is a student out there who has strength enough to succeed in spite of whatever blockers I may halt him or her with. Someone with the wit and presence to take advantage of the victory they earn, but the sheer bullheadedness to smash through their failure, if it comes to that. Perhaps Blue Oak would... I do not like his attitude. Oh, poor Blue. Few do. Raihan Kasib? Possible. That's a stubborn man, stubborn like a rock. But what benefit could he derive from an invitation to the Sinnoh League? It would be wasted on him. Yeah, he belongs in Galar. He should try to beat Leon, as he's trying to do. I can recommend 2 more names. 2 weeks ago, Alder and I fought each other alongside 2 students. By side was B. Langston. Red Rose fought aside Alders. B and Red. Yes, those 2 battled yesterday. Red won, I seem to recall. What about the battle against Alder? How did your party fare? We were soundly and fairly defeated. Harumph! Much to think on then. Though I detest the thought, perhaps I will have to do some research into these candidates. Did you say something? I did not. Well, you know Red beat B yesterday, Wednesday. Oh, I thought I saw your lips moving and, Harumph! He says that too much. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's get to lunch. And look at what this independent table. Look at this bitch. She's downtrodden, serves her right. You can fool anyone else who plays this game, but you cannot fool Nikento. I'll expose Clara for who she really is. And there's the romantic table. I'm going to sit with them. Yes, go to the romantic table. Just join the conversation. You chat with the people at the table as lunch passes. Look, even Wally's happy. Okay, lastly, let's go to water class. Well, school isn't over yet. You chose water? Yes, go to water class. And just ignore Clara. Our roommates, FMK, what do you think? So Red should definitely choose F and M for Blue, as I said before. I'm thinking I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot pole. There aren't many types which resist the power of water. Water isn't very strong against itself. The attacks just swirl together and get the battlefield all soggy. Besides that, only dragon types and grass types can take a beating from the waves. Conveniently, both of those problems have the same solution. As it happens, dragon and grass Pokemon are equally vulnerable to ice, and what's ice but crystallized water? There are dozens of water types that can learn icy moves, especially from TMs. It's handy to have one on deck. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I mean, when I played Pokemon Blue, I had Ice Beam on my Vaporeon and Ice Punch with my Feraligatr in Silver. Spend enough time at the harbor and you might just spot a Lapras. That's where I was and I caught him right here. Look at my precious boy. Wallace explains how to mount a saddle in a shell. Okay, classmates' bonds increased. Even Brendan, I'm thankful Brendan is here. Okay, coordination knowledge went up by 3. And we're back in homeroom, and it's quiz time, right? Damn it! Sorry, it's the gas in my throat again. And I just burped a little, but that's probably too quiet for you to hear. Welcome back to class, ladies and gentlemen. Time for your quiz. The lectures over the past couple of days should have prepared you for this. And based on the slight upward curve in my gradebook, the evidence supports the hypothesis. Ahem. For this test, we will be revisiting a concept. Who here remembers blinding fog? This field effect makes it so hard that if a move has a chance to miss, it will. The key to winning this test is quite simple. Don't miss. If you leave even the slightest thing up to luck, you will lose. Hilbert, please recap the ways lowered accuracy might be mitigated. Use 100% accurate moves. Utilize gravity, which increases the accuracy of all moves by 66% and prevents airborne moves from being used. Or use moves that are auto-hits under certain conditions. Quite right, and these certain conditions are... Melody? No, we're not there yet. Of all the... Fine, Blue? Finally, you're paying your attention to your grandson. Wait, you're calling on me? Yes? Is there something wrong? You've never done that before. Never? Never. You do know the... Yes, I know the answer. Earthquake and Magnitude will always hit digging foes. Whirlpool and Surf will hit divers. Toxic will hit anything as long as a poison type is using it, and there's a ton of different moves that hit airborne foes, but Sky Uppercut, Thunder, Gust, and Twister are a few of them. Quite right, thank you, Blue. Thank you, Hilbert. I see no further need to elaborate on this point. You all know quite well what you need to succeed. I'm quite serious. Look over the moves, items, and abilities of your Pokemon. If you do not, and you do poorly as a result of it, I will be quite put out. Each opponent Pokemon is equipped with a Lumberry, except for one. The implications should be obvious. The last bit of information you should know is that your foes will exclusively use the moves Dig and Fly. I trust it is obvious which Pokemon will use which. Don't worry, there won't be any digging ninjas in this quiz. So without further ado, please take out your pencils and remember this will be graded. Okay, this is the harder quiz. This is harder than Monday's quiz. And I had a hard time figuring out what to do. And it took me several tries to attempt it until at night I finally figured out what to do, and I'll show you. So here you have Graveler and Skarmory. So you need to use Smackdown for Skarmory. There you go, Skarmory's down, but Graveler will go down because she's poisoned. And Zangoose is here. Okay, when Zangoose comes out, you need to switch to Sand Slash because she knows Magnitude. Okay, use Magnitude. Zangoose used Dig, and Magnitude takes him out. Or her, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, and Sand Slash is going down as well. Bye-bye, poor thing. So when Cramorant comes out, you need to switch to Stonejourner. Select. Okay. Now use Gravity right away. Okay, Gravity, and Cramorant can no longer use Fly, and next you need to use Endure. Okay, Cramorant used Struggle and tried to take out Stonejourner, but she's still up. And last is Excadrill. And Excadrill is using an air balloon. Use whatever move to take out Stonejourner. It doesn't matter. Okay, just use high horsepower or whatever. Anything to take out to get switched to your last Pokemon. Use Salandit. Salandit is your last one. So here's the thing. Excadrill is the only Pokemon, the opponent who is not using a Lumberry. See, there's no item here. So, Salandit is part Poison type, and despite Excadrill being part Steel type, Salandit has the ability... Hold on. Corrosion, which has the ability to poison any type, including Steel types. So use Toxic. This is what you want to do. And Salandit has the Sticky Barb, and he'll get hurt by it. Oh, there we go. Excadrill fainted, and congratulations, you passed the quiz. Well, I'm glad. I hope that helped you. Nice, I knew this would work. At a glance, it seems we didn't do quite as well this week as we did last Thursday, but Red did well. I'm sure Blue did as well. Well, no one expected an upward curve without the odd dip, I'm sure. I, most certainly didn't. It would be ridiculous to imagine a man at my age taking to something entirely new and excelling at it first try. Well, 14th try. Alright everyone, that'll be all for today. Please go enjoy your evenings. Hey, we're going shopping. No, the fuck we're not. We're going shopping to get Yellow a coordinator's dress. Then you should have led with that. Of course, you should eventually stop paying so much attention to Yellow. Okay, I had to do something and got a bit distracted because of my other duties that I had to do. So anyway, let's get back to the game. Oh, and as I mentioned before, I really hope Blue will eventually start paying positive attention to Red. Alright, let's go back to the dorm and grab Yellow. And Ethan, right? Yeah, Ethan too, of course. Yeah, it's not the same without all of Dorm 25. Cool, let's go. Okay, oh man. Sorry, Leaf. This is the first time you guys have been to Join, right? Yeah, first time. You said it's called Join? Short for Join Avenue of Inspira. It's a series of malls that started in Unova, then spread out. Rose is the manager for a bunch of them. Ooh, she's really busy. How does she have the time? Honorary manager, I guess. She's so busy all the time, poor girl. But I'm pretty sure she's contractually obliged to drop in at least once a month. You think if I camp in one of the empty dumpsters out back, I can be first in line to greet her when she does her monthly visit? Ew, my feelings exactly. Don't be like a bum, Leaf, or don't turn into one. That's enough about your poor hygiene, Loaf. Seriously, this misnaming is getting old. Says Mr. What is a shower? I've heard of them. Alright, that's enough banter. We're here on a serious mission. We're getting yellow and red coordinator outfits. They'll need them if they're going to be the #1 coordinator group in the world someday. Well, wait, that's what we're doing? Yeah. What, didn't I tell you? Blue, you tell me to come and go to so many places, and you never tell me what any of them are before we get there. At this point, I know to just follow and figure it out when we arrive. Huh. We're going to join Avenue to get you a coordinator dress. Coordinator outfit. If she wants a suit, she can have one. Of course, women can wear suits as well. Hey, you said we'd be getting her a coordinator dress. Is this really an argument you want to have now? Suit's fine, I guess. Yeah, I bet yellow would look good in a suit. Hey, about that, why do you wear the male uniform yellow? No judgment, of course, just wondering. Oh, it's nothing big. It's nothing big. The skirt is a bit short, you know? Yeah, I agree. The skirts should be at least knee length. Not a clue, sorry. I just don't feel comfortable in that kind of clothing. Yeah, I never wear skirts myself. I never liked them. Alright, I'm pretty sure if I push any further, Loaf will yell at me, so I'll drop it. Wait, actually, do you still have a female uniform? Yes, I actually sewed my uniform, but I have the school uniform that Kobukan gave me, and that's the woman's uniform. Or women's uniform with an E. Cool, just wondering. And hey, well done on the tailoring or whatever for the uniform you made. Looks seriously professional quality. You're a good seamstress. Oh, not really. The seams aren't really straight. The cuffs are a bit too long. I had to roll them back multiple times. And there's a couple snags if you look really closely, so... Hey Red, I'm going to give you a compliment. You look nice today. Look at Ethan in blue. Thanks, Leaf. You too. See? That's how you accept compliments. You say thanks, and you too. You're all awful at accepting compliments. And why is Blue blushing? Look at him. Why is he so embarrassed? Do you ever compliment me? I don't think so. I mean, I must have at some point. I hand them out like candy. Yeah, well, I don't accept candy from strangers, and they don't come stranger than you. That's right, never accept candy from strangers. Unless you're going Halloween trick-or-treating, but don't accept anything, homemade. Your dorm mates' bickering continues for a while, until you finally manage to corral them to join. Yeah, like Mr. Krabs says, corral! Alright, so, like, what do we do here? Is there a specific store for contest dress outfits? Not particularly. We kinda just wander around until we see something we can use. Fine. I never liked going to the mall as a kid. I never liked shopping in general. But nowadays I go to the mall just to buy video games. State Line Video Games is a great store. Well, yeah, I live in Massachusetts, so yeah. They have what I'm looking for most of the time. That's how I found Pokemon Moon, and Shield, and Violet, and Legends Arceus, all the good stuff. I haven't played Legends Arceus yet. Ooh, this store looks like it... Wait, did I read that line? Fine. Ooh, this store looks like it might do it. I think Whitney recommended it to me once. Hang on a second. She'll be a while. I'm going to go look at winter clothes. Not going to freeze my ass off this snowfall. Okay, you do that, Blue. I guess if we're splitting up, I'll head out too. I'll be at the All Hallows costume store, dudes. Drop by before you leave. Okay, he's going to the costume store. Nice, Ethan. I heard that people who get lost in All Hallows costume stores become ghosts, you know. And that's the Pelf equivalent for Halloween, of course. Should I go somewhere? Not if you don't want to. I guess I should probably look for that coordinator outfit. I mean, that's half of why we're here. I guess you're not feeling it, though? I want to, but... When I imagine myself in one of those pretty dresses, I think that it's fake, it's a lie, and everyone can see through it. Yeah, some people are just not meant to wear dresses. It doesn't matter what I see in the mirror, even if I look good, I can't help thinking I'm something else. Something that couldn't be a coordinator, something that disgusts people, and for now they're just being polite, but one day... Mind if I sit? Go ahead. I kinda get what you mean. Okay, just some one-on-one time with red and yellow, that's nice. I want to be a champion, that's my thing, but I'm a kid from the countryside who's had as much experience with Pokemon as your average Rattata-toting youngster. Sure, I have a mental Pokedex, but you know what everyone else has? A Pokedex that doesn't stop working if they're sleepy. When I say I'll be a champion, that feels like a lie. The odds aren't with me, and I don't have any proof of it, but I keep saying it over and over. I can't believe it, still can't, not even know that I'm in Kobukan, and I'm training a super rare Pokemon. But if I act like I believe it, and just never stop acting like I believe it, what's the difference at the end of the day? Maybe it'll even happen. Your coping strategy is denial? It's taken me this far. I'm just not sure it'll work for me. Hey, a couple times I've walked in on you chanting something to yourself, like a mantra. Oh yes, memorization and repetition. I sometimes repeat things to myself. Sorry, was it annoying? Well, it's not as annoying as your pursuing of blue. Your low-key pursuing of blue. Please stop that. Hand him over to red, please. Nah, I just like to suggest a new one for you. Yes? I am yellow. I am a coordinator. I am good enough. Don't. I'm serious. Whenever you start to feel like you're not enough, or you're faking it, just repeat it to yourself, out loud. Whatever you say out loud will always be louder than whatever's in your mind, right? Come on, say it with me. I am yellow. I am a coordinator. I am good enough. Please stop. I am yellow. I am a coordinator. I am good enough. No! I am yellow! I am a coordinator! I am good enough! And that caught the attention of everyone else. Okay, I promise there's a good reason I was shouting that. Okay, it seemed like a good reason at least. That was awkward. A few more hours pass as the five of you dive into the various shops around the mall. How many hours? 1, 2? Unfortunately... Damn it, sorry, Leaf. I'm sorry. It's alright, sweetie. If you can't find anything you'd be comfortable in, then... well, that's that. Yeah, there's, always later, or whatever. The actual Millennium Drop isn't until, what, next Saturday? And that's what disappointed me. I'll have to wait until the next update. June 13th, next Sunday. That gives you time to get something before then. Worst case scenario, you can just overnight ship it, or even overday ship it. Wait, overday shipping? That exists? It does with the gold card loaf. I don't know what that is, but I need it immediately. Well, this has been a bust. Should we go back to campus? Hold on, we need to get rid of coordinator outfit too, right? Shit, yeah, I keep trying to forget that he's a coordinator now too. You're mad I'm prettier and stronger than you? Stronger than you, just like Garnet sings to Jasper. From Steven Universe, hello. The only way anyone could call you pretty is if they were saying you're pretty ugly, Tubbo. Aww, that's a pretty weak insult. 8% body fat percentage at my last checkup. You're never going to get me that way. Well, women have more body fat than men. Just look at Leaf, she should be the Tubbo. I think I saw some male coordinator outfits in the store back there. Assuming you don't want to dress? You have assumed correctly. Okay, this game is pretty progressive despite taking place in the 2000s, 2004 or 2003 actually. I can't remember. 2003, 2004? Yeah, it's the early 2000s. Missing out, but okay. At least Ethan is okay with cross-dressing. Let's see what we can find in this store. Great, even more off-screen shopping. There you go again, Ethan, breaking the fourth wall. Even more off-screen shopping later. You're kidding me. Come on, try it. It's dignified and noble. It makes you look like a little prince. Noble? Leaf, this outfit looks so old-fashioned. I think Lightning might try to liberate me.
Pikachu!
See? Come on, contests are about self-expression. Haven't you ever wanted to express yourself? Yeah, express myself, not some 1700s Colossian nobleman that probably owned slaves. Or some dictator like Napoleon Bonaparte. Besides, don't I look kinda ridiculous? Who could take me seriously in that? I heard what you said to Yellow. It's not about if other people take you seriously, it's about if you can take yourself seriously, because then you can make them take you seriously. Damn you for using something that vaguely resembles my words against me. I'll let you get charged, but don't change too much. Excuse me. I'll let you get changed, but don't change too much. What is that supposed to mean? Okay, let's see the outfit. Not bad. It doesn't really suit him, but it's okay. Go ahead. Oh, a perfect reproduction of the suits worn by me at Millefeuille's date at Monsieur Pierre's 1996 Grand Ball? The one where Kalos Queen Aria Elistar battled alongside Monsieur Pierre? Wow, Yellow knows a lot about Colossian stuff, doesn't she? Hey, Blue, you visited Kalos for summer, right? Can you translate? I visited for a summer. I have no idea what Yellow just said. Yellow, what did you say? Okay, so canon-wise, in the canon games, Blue went to study abroad in Kalos. But this is Palf, so yeah, I'm just letting you know. Hold on, did I say that? Yellow, what did you just say? Oh, well, Monsieur Pierre is the MC for Pokemon showcases, which are kind of like Pokemon contests, but for women only, and Colossian, and... Wait, the head boss for this women-only competition is a man? Yes, but there's a historical reason for it. Historical reason my ass! It's the goddamn patriarchy again! There you go with the sexism again, Leaf. Or not, you're trying to be feminist, aren't you? Shit, she's onto us. Gotta report back to the Council of Men. We need a subtler strategy. You know, I'm glad no one's making fun of me, but I'm also kinda offended that you're not even acknowledging me. Whatever, Pansy. You look fine. No one will laugh. You don't look any sillier than anyone else on stage. No one watches the guys anyway. Well, Blue is still somewhat insulting Red, but they're pretty much tamer now compared to last time. I mean, the last couple of weeks. He's making progress, though. He's trying. Speak for yourself! Moving on. I'm sure we're all actually accused that I can't... Excuse me. Moving on. I'm sure we're all actually aware that I can't afford this, right? Sure. Just like you're aware you have the best friend in the world. I thought that was Ethan or Lightning.
Pick
After you, Cutie, of course.
up.
There you go. Leaf, come on. This costs more than, like, all my other clothes put together. I don't want to be dependent on you. Red, trust me when I say I'm mostly doing this for me. Ew. That's enough out of you two. Red, if you don't like it, just take it back to the mall later or something. Now can we be done? Thank you, that's good advice. And yes, that's enough out of you and... that's enough out of trying to flirt with Red. Thank you, Blue. Not yet. There's some clothing I need to get. But this is kind of a private thing, so... Everyone else, you can go, but I'll stick around here for a while longer. Say no more. Meow. Ah, Ethan, I like your character. Huh? I don't get it. What's private? It's just clothes, right? Of course, Blue doesn't get it. Yes, we'll go, quickly. No, seriously, what's going on? Did I miss something? I see that face you're making, Ethan. Blue, when someone says private clothes, that means, yeah. Look at that! Animated eyebrows. Well, they're just frames. Just two different frames moving back and forth. Yes, I saw the eyebrow thing. Just making sure. See ya! You don't have to go if you don't want to. No, I want to. I'd appreciate your eye on an outfit. I'm planning on buying, but, like, no pressure. Wait, did I read that incorrectly? Yes. I'd appreciate your eye on an outfit I'm planning on buying, but, like, no pressure. And full confession, the outfit's a bit, skimpy? So, like, I'm not trying to seduce you by showing off my new outfit. I just, feel a tiny bit uncomfortable about it. Thought you might be able to help? No thank you. Nah, this sounds like trouble. Hell no. Fair enough. And keep in mind, Leaf, that Red will never be interested in you. Won't be a problem, will it? Nah, no problem. Au revoir, Skippy. Yeah, because he's wearing a Colossian uniform. Oh, and... oh yeah, is that Silver? Yeah, that's after the mall. Silver? Hmm? Oh, hey, Red. Is there something wrong? Feeling nostalgic. Remembering how we ended up here. Remembered how lucky I felt to find this house. Something dark and hidden. And there's that sad Pokemon Mystery Dungeon music again. And look, so now that we're here, I should mention that this is Silver's shack from now on. This is no longer the placehold. And there's a backwards R for Team Rocket. Where we could hide from anyone and anything we needed to. Never thought that I ended up hating it after just a year. You know, my dorm's open. Yeah, maybe in an emergency. I would have loved to have Silver as a dorm mate. I don't mean to pry, but is there something else? You think there might be? I've got a vague suspicion, yeah. It's, my birthday. Wow, 18? 18. Yeah, Silver's no longer a minor, that's good. How does it feel? Nothing's changed. Guess I can join the military if I ever hit my head and decide I really want to join some other group of jackbooted thugs. Sorry, I had to hold back a burp. Damn gas on my throat again. Sorry. I shouldn't complain. At least I can see the sky this year. I guess, all things considered, things are better now. Maybe worth sticking around for the next year. Definitely, I'd miss you. I know I'm not the only one. Oh, I'd miss you too, Silver. Hey, happy birthday, Red. We got some points. Thanks. Are you going anywhere? Nah, just hanging out here for a while longer. Alright, see you later. And that doesn't stop there. You have the option to give Silver a birthday present, so let's do that. There's something I want to give to him. When you said see you later, I didn't expect like 10 minutes later. It's your birthday, man. I've got a present for you. A present? What? Let's give him an item. And I want to get rid of this... where is it? The spell tag, so he can have it. I don't need it. Thanks, Red. I'll remember this. Maybe he can make good use of it. And we got more points with him. Give Silver the spell tag, which he immediately pockets. That's not all, though. There's more? A battle, for fun. No, not one where you have to fight for anything, or defend against anything. Not for a grade, or because you have to, just for fun. I might as well put Frost at the top for this. Yep. Yeah, I'd like that. Though, even if this is a casual battle with no stakes, you're still going down like a laid rocket. I get a Team Rocket pun. We'll see. Alright, we're giving Silver a birthday battle. So he starts off with Nimble. Okay, Frost is going to use Nasty Plot. Let's raise our special attack. Use Nasty Plot again, why don't ya? Okay, before Nimble uses what's that, Endure again, just use Flame Burst. There you go, that's 1 Pokemon down, 5 more to go. And here's Mighty Yenna. That's a dark type, so she's weak to Dazzling Gleam. There you go! Wow, my Alolan Ninetales is amazing, I'm so glad I caught her. Here's Sneasel, another dark type, she's going down with Dazzling Gleam. Yay! 3 down, Silver's halfway down. Or halfway done. Skrelp, let's see, how about Aurora Beam? Oh, okay, not very effective, but special attack made it work. And here's Nidorino. Aurora Beam again. There you go. Wow, Silver's going down like the rocket, not red. And here's Grimer. Another Aurora Beam, 1 more. There you go, I beat Silver on his birthday. Happy birthday, Silver! And, ooh, 9 points, plus 9 mood points. You're strong. Real strong. You are too, man. Maybe real strong's the wrong words. I never was great at putting words together the right way. I mean, your strength is real. What's real strength to you? Strength you don't need to use. If that's what strength is to you, then you'll get there. Yeah. I'm a year closer. Okay, we're almost done with Thursday, so I'm planning to train up my Pokemon a bit. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I trained up the majority of my Pokemon. And, look. Titanium is at level 30, and Larimar is still at level 29, so take a look at these traits. I have my Flying Proficiency to 30, Ice and Dark to 29. Well, Ice to 29.5, but you get the picture. And here's my Coordinating Knowledge, 190. Okay, we're off to a good start. Well, it's not the start of the week, of course, so head back to campus. Sorry, I got interrupted for a moment. So, yes, we're going back to we're going back to campus. Okay, yes, I know, yes, I'm sure. Alright. Everyone satisfied? Yep. And we're moving on to nighttime. Oh, let me guess. I know it. While walking back to your dorm... It's Raihan at the library. What's Raihan doing in the library so late? He knows curfew's in a few minutes, right? Hey, Raihan, what's up? Hey, Red, good seeing you, mate. It's pretty late. Still hitting the books? Nah, yeah. Well, yeah, but not in the sense I don't want anyone knowing I'm studying late. Got a reputation to maintain after all. What are you looking up? Looking past Raihan's very broad shoulder, you notice a stack of books on topics you wouldn't generally expect Raihan to be overly interested in. Electrical engineering? Rotom care? Got this odd problem with my Rotom here, picking up some sort of signal I can't make heads nor tails of. Now, I'm not a Rotom trainer by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm fairly certain I can reckon when my Rotom's doing something it really ought not to. Oh, you're talking about your Rotom phone, right? That's it, yeah. Little guy's acting up recently. Excuse me. That's it, yeah. Little guy's at... Oh my god. That's it, yeah. Little guy's acting up recently. Saying stuff that I can't get this right. That's it, yeah. Little guy is acting up recently. Saying stuff that I can't make heads nor tails of. Weird clips of messages, kinda? Honestly, reminds me of some of the stuff I say whenever I read a post for Roto photos. What do you mean? Like, what kinds of stuff is it saying? Stuff like thanking people who don't exist, greeting newcomers I've never heard of, saying that it's going offline even when it isn't. That's weird. I know that Rotom can communicate through phones made for them, but isn't just saying nonsense? Yeah, never had this issue before. Wish I could just talk to him flat out and hash this out. Unfortunately, he's saying that he doesn't know what I'm talking about. Rotom doesn't have a gender. But you can use male pronouns if you want. Hold on. Can Rotom develop dementia? Not to my knowledge. Well, that idea's nothing then. Guess I'm full stumped. If it's not that my Rotom's getting a bit long in the tooth, then I don't know what else it could be. Maybe my phone's old? I mean, it's not. I bought it a couple of months ago, but... Well, I'm not an expert on Rotom by any stretch of the imagination, but I know a bit about them. I might have a little bit of an idea what's going on. Right then, share what you've got. So, Rotom is a ghost and electric type, right? But when Rotom possesses something like with a motor, like a microwave, a lawnmower, or a specially made Rotom phone, it loses that ghostly aspect of itself, taking on the attribute of whatever it's possessing. Sure, a real ghost in the machine kind of Pokemon. When they possess a special phone made right for Rotom, they can make the phone pull off some cracking stunts. Paldean models can even fly. Best part for me is that you can place calls from pretty much anywhere, even if you don't have data coverage. Saves a parcel on data plans and practically mandatory if you're young overseas. Just a damn shame they burn out after a year or two. But being real about it, normal phones are pretty much are in such a But being real about it, normal phones are in such a bad way nowadays that they die almost as fast. Yeah, like my mom's flip phone. I wouldn't know. My old phone is still ticking after 8 full years. And you still have Blue's phone number. And vice versa. Ah, Kanto-made phones. Sylph, probably? Yep. They don't make them like that anymore. I'd love to get my hands on a genuine 1996 Sylph phone. I'd pay a parcel for it too. Sorry, lightly used. Should have put that on the billing. It's for collecting purposes. Worth a shot. Anyway, about your Rotom. Maybe it's picking up some sort of ghostly signal it shouldn't? Rotom doesn't stop being a ghost type at heart, even when it's possessing something. Since Rotom's a ghost type, maybe it's receiving some kind of ghostly transmission like the antenna on the top of Dusknoir's head gets. Maybe, like that EVP thing, yeah? Electric voice persona? Oh my god. Electric voice phenomena? That's the one. Well, yeah, I guess it could be that. I was just thinking, since Rotom phones are really good at receiving signals, maybe it's picking up some ghostly ones in addition to, phone calls. Maybe. But I don't reckon I have any idea what the kinds of stuff it's saying would be if they really are coming from ghosts. Do the ghosts really care about the kind of stuff my Rotom's talking about? Hard to say. I've never talked to one myself. Ha! Fairly said. I don't think I have either, though there was one codger in my gym who'd been there since before Mustard, and I figured he might be a ghost. Actually, come to think of it, that would explain how he kept getting into the gym after we asked him to retire. Huh, might need to look into the Galarian League's policy on hiring undead. Not sure I gave him the right level of accommodations for that. Or hold on. Not sure I gave him the right level of accommodations for that. There we go, that's better. Raihan wanders off, deep in thought, seemingly very concerned he may have inadvertently treated the ghost he employed unfairly. And we got points with Raihan, I believe. I should text someone before I head to bed. Okay, let's see. Oh look, we're at level 3 with May, nice. Let's see. Who do I want to text for tonight? How about Serena, another coordinator? You want to text Serena? Yes, text Serena. Just that I text, how are you doing? What a splendid surprise! To what do I owe this pleasure? Nice. You spent some time texting Serena before drifting off to sleep. Okay. Well, 61 Pokédollars. Thanks, Gardenia. That's a little more than last time. And it's Friday, so... yeah, this is almost the end of the week. I'm going to stop right here, so thank you, my healers, for joining me on this adventure. Feel free to give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't get on my bitter side.